All right, this is the beginning of the recording. We're looking at the 2026 MLB playoff bracket, the way too early before spring training edition. So the big news is that Kyle Tucker has signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers, putting them as the favorite for the 2026 World Series. So what am I saying? They're going to be the one seed there. Dodgers. If we go to the roster of players, where is the teams? They don't have good teams here. Okay, great. Teams. Oh, Dodgers. Oh, yosh. All right. Look, it's really the pitching that's stands out. Kershaw's retired, but Yamamoto, uh, Glass now, Otani, and then you add in reliever Edwin Diaz to the mix as well. That's from the Mets, and then you also have the Los Angeles Dodgers, and then Roki Sasaki, who can give you innings. So we got Sasaki, Yamamoto, Otani, Diaz, Glasnow, and Blake Snell. Both Blake Snell's former Cy Young winner. He had two-time Cy Young, 235 ERA. And then he's still going strong than Glasnow. He's been injured a lot, but he's been his career numbers don't really do him well. 1.096 walks with hits per hitting pitch. So and they have enough now that they've Tucker Otani. They had enough offense to win with that pitching staff last year, and they had more than enough to do this year. So now we go to the second seed. Looking here, we have Phillies as a contender, the Mets maybe, the Braves, Brewers going 97-65, Cubs, Reds, and then Padres and the Giants now. AZ, they've made some improvements, but once again, I don't see them having enough pitching to go in through that. So for my prediction for the two seed, I'm gonna go with the repeat Brewers again. They have a solid lineup here, a lot of younger guys, not super young, but like Turang, Ortiz, Durbin, Collins, Chorio, and Frelick, all excellent stolen bases. Probably have the most guys with at least 14, 15 stolen bases in the entire league. And then on the pitching, they have Mizorowski, whose ERA is a little high, but as you can see, has a lot of strikeouts per inning. And we also have Quinn Priester, Freddie Peralta. Those are their top two guys, as well as Abner Uribe, underrated player, great bullpen guy. I think he had the most holds last year, 1.67 ERA. So that's why they are my number two seed for. So I just see the same two Brewers. And so now we're going to look at the 3 and 4 seeds. Going back here to the teams, we have the Oopsie Daisy. Okay. So we're gonna look for we have a winner from the Central, from the West. We're gonna look for a winner from the East as well. Can the Phillies repeat? It all depends on what their pitching staff is like this year. And they do have, well, they do have Zach Wheeler. So Suarez with the Red Sox now, but with Zach Wheeler, Taijuan Walker, Luzardo, Cristopher Sanchez, that'll hold them pretty well. And then as for their offense, Kepler's gone from steroids, but Schwarber's staying. Castellanos still got some left in his bat. Uh, and Marsh, oh, he's only 27. I didn't realize that. Alec Boehm's decent player. Trey Turner, great player. He was great 304 with the league in batting average at only 304. That's crazy. But Harper and Realmuto's back, so we're gonna get with the Phillies a repeat on the three spot. As you can see, not a whole lot of change here in the NL side of things. That's gonna be our Phillies. As for our fourth spot, this is to me this is between the Mets, the Braves, and my sleeper team, the Reds, but looking as well as the Padres too. Padres have a solid team going here. So the question is, out of these four teams who I believe are the could make the playoffs, the Padres, Reds, Braves, Mets. I mean, I have to say sorry, Mets fans, but I do not think that the Mets are going to be that I think they're gonna miss out again. You guys had great push pitchers like Jonah Tong come up as well as Nolan McLean, 206 year rating starts. Jonah Tong, he is 7.7. He had to be better than that. Well, I guess he was very inconsistent, but nonetheless, outside of their new big three of not Alonso, Bo Bichette now, Juan Soto, and Francisco Lindor, I don't see too much a whole lot of effective help in that lineup. Outside of maybe Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, I think he'll have a good year, but I think that the Reds are once going to ball over them again due to their strong pitching staff we got here. I think that it's more likely for Hunter Green, Brady Singer, Andrew Abbott, Nick Martinez, Nick Lodolo, really. Three guys with shutouts last year. I think it's more likely for them to have solid, healthy seasons than the Mets' top arms. And they've been doing well. I think their secret weapon this year is going to be Sal Stewart, along with Ellie De La Cruz and Noel Marte. Great, both great players. I could see another. Lux had a negative WAR, but I could see him do well this year as well. Stewart, only 255, but he's still very young. He has excellent minor league stats, low strikeout rates, solid hitter. I wish he swung at the first pitch a bit more, but that's just me. And as you can see, I think he's due. So we're gonna put the Reds. I think they have the best rotation, but we're gonna put them in the sixth spot still because they do not have. They have some good offense, but not a ton of great offense. So now we got the 4 and 5, and to me, it's between the Braves and the Padres. Braves and Padres. So we're gonna look at the Braves and see that they were 76 and 86 last season. But their pitching, if they are healthy, good great. Schwarber not gonna be healthy until June, July. So we're gonna cross them out. But they do have person walled up, 288 ERA, 55 strikeouts, 56 innings. Great piece. They're the other closer, Iglesias. They have some good bullpen pieces, and then for starters, I think Schwellenbach's gonna be a workhorse again. I think he'll do well. Strider. Not the best ERA, but still over strikeout inning. I think I'll go back. And then Chris Sale, I think will do well. And then they're gonna need some help, but I think with Sale, Schwallenbach, Waldrop, I think that would be a solid and Strider, I think they'll have a solid rotation. And do the thing, of course. Drake Baldwin, Rookie of the Year winner, 19 home runs in 124 games. Matt Olson, he led the league in doubles, but I think he's so due for another bounce back season. As you can see here, he did hit 54 home runs with 139 RBIs, but didn't win MVP because of his teammate, who I'm thinking will be healthy again this year, hopefully, Ronald Acuna Jr. As well as Ozzie Albies, who could be due for a bounce back year. Austin Riley as well, if he's healthy. Michael Harris doesn't look great to begin with, but he squeaked in out another 20 season and look his splits, 20-25 batting splits. Let's go to post-All break for Michael Harris. First off, last 7 days, 44, last 14 days, 32. 20 days, not so much, but second half, 299, 845 OPS, 14 home runs in 67 games. He did a lot better in the second half there. As you can see, I'm getting ads for sneakers and watches. Excellent. All right. So we're going to go back here and put our 4 speed is going to be the Braves. And then for the 5 seed, which I did not get to yet, it's going to be the Padres. So we're looking at the Padres real quick, give them their due respect here. San Diego Padres. They got Mason Miller coming in as a potential starter here, converted from a reliever. Also got he's getting up there in age, so I don't know. I don't know about that one. But Pivetta did well. Dylan Cease is no longer with them. He's with the Blue Jays now, so not the best there. But as for their offense, Tatis, so good hitter. Merrill, so good. Sheets hit 19 home runs, okay. Manny. Sanders kind of dropped off since his Padres tenure has begun. Hasn't made an all-star team, but his OPS with Boston, or OPS with San Diego. He was on at one point when was 29. He was, I'd say, out of every major league player, the one on best pace for 3,000 hits. But now that player is probably, based on the last 3 years, is his teammate Machado is the best pace to get 3,000 right now. He's got, I think, close to, yeah, 2,000 at only age 32. Like, he just needs to keep staying healthy and swinging, swinging. He's got a reputation for not hustling, but as you can see, it keeps him healthy. Never really missed extended time. 138 games, 60. That was a shortened season, but since he was 22, the most he missed in a season was 24 games, which back in the 80s might have been a lot, but now it's solid. That is solid. All right. Let's see here. Let's go back to our spreadsheet. Padres. Excellent. Are there now. For the best of three, because I mentioned the Braves, they have solid rotation. I'm gonna put them here as my pick to win over the Padres. Now, we also have the Phillies versus the Reds. This is a this is a tough one for me, but the Phillies bats don't have a great track record in the postseason like the Dodgers do. And as I mentioned, for me, the strong part in the Reds was their rotation, which I think it shows up best in a wild card where you want to win 3 games. So I'm going to put them there. Next, we're going for our Dodgers versus Braves. Braves, solid three. So the Dodgers, Braves, solid offense. Same with the Dodgers. Dodgers, they have tr proven track record in postseason. I do think they have a much better bullpen with throwing Sasaki in there as well as Edwin Diaz. So we're going to put the Dodgers in our NLCS. And then between the Brewers and the Reds, ooh, that's a tough one, but I think that given a best of five series, the de pitching depth is pretty even between these teams, and the overall Ellie De La Cruz is fast, but outside of that, I'd say the Brewers have overall more speed throughout up and down their entire lineup, so we're gonna go with them. And so before we get to our World Series predictions, we'll go over to the AL side of things. How many? All right. So for our teams, we got the Yankees, the Jays, the Sox, the Guardians, the Tigers, Royals, Twins, White Sox. I'm just gonna slice down the rest of that here. And then we got the Mariners and the Astros in the West. I do see a solid season from the Athletics, but in terms of their pitching, I do not think they have enough to squeak into a wild card. They got Severino's all right, but their best guy is very new. This is by the name of, I believe it's Luis Morales, 3.14 ERA, 9 starts. He's probably gonna be their number one going into the season, but outside of that, I don't really see them having too much success in the pitching side of things. Even though their offense is one of the best in baseball. Langleers, watch out for him this year. Kurt, oh yeah, so good. And then best contact hitter in the game, Jacob Wilson. Therefore, he is one of the best hitters in the game. Back to the teams that I think will make the playoffs. We're gonna look at our AL here, and then it's really between the Yankees, the Sox, and the Jays in the East. I don't see the Orioles or the Rays having enough pitching to overtake these three despite their good offensive players. So in our top spot, we're gonna go with the Blue Jays. Hurts me as a Yankees fan to say it, but I think they're gonna repeat as the winner of the East with this solid lineup, minus Bo Bichette, but throw in Kazuma Okamoto over from Japan. And they have the solid options such as their new guy. Where'd he go? Trey Savage. Here he is. 3.16 strikeouts, 14 innings, did excellent in the postseason as well. Braden Fisher, great reliever. Great reliever. Closer there. And then they also have coming on board from the Padres, Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease. 215 strikeouts in 168 innings. Had some rough, higher ERA, but he just had some rough starts last year, I think. And like that Blue Jays, if you that Blue Jays can score 5 to 6 runs. So we're gonna go with we're gonna put them as our one seed there. So we're just gonna go Blue Jays. And then moving over, we question our 2 seed in AL. So looking at these teams, we have Cleveland, Detroit. They haven't made too much improvements, so we're gonna go over to the West and look between the Mariners and the Stros. Let's take a look at the Mariners for a second. Mariners, Cal Raleigh, MVP runner-up, 60 home runs, excellent. Rodriguez, he's doing well too. Average a little low, but 30-30 season. And they also have a, let's see here, Rosarena, Canzone. Blanco's with the Mets now, but Cole Young, up and comer, Josh Naylor, still with them. But what I think stands out about the Mariners is their pitching. Brian Wu, excellent pitcher, 7.3 ERA. Luis Castillo, 3.5. Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Bryce Moore, kind of a down year. Emerson Hancock, but they also have the one and only Andres Munoz. In my opinion, one of the best closers in the game. 83 strikeouts in 62 innings. Just turned 27. Compare that with the Houston Astros. Again, some decent names like Gainer Diaz, Isaac Paredes, and Jeremy Pena. Pena is their top hitter, in my opinion. Oh, and Alvarez. Seeing Alvarez, if Alvarez and Pena are healthy, that would be a formidable lineup. But we don't know where Framber's going. Hunter Brown, excellent pitcher, but him versus Wu in a matchup, I could see them going back and forth. So Astros, you're still gonna make the playoffs given a healthy roster, but for a number two seed, we're gonna go with Seattle Mariners. And I'm gonna put between the three and the four. Well, we need a we need another division winner here, so we need either the Guardians or the Tigers. Looking at the Guardians, looking at their lineup, Jose Ramirez on the cusp of a 300 career. Kyle Manzardo, 27 home runs first full season. Martinez is all right. Um, but Jose Ramirez and Steven Kwan, that's the main force behind their lineup. And when it comes to their pitching, they got Gavin Williams, excellent season. 2 complete games, including a shutout for BB. After that, nothing super great. Class A was a gambler, so he's no longer going to be in the MLB, if at Liberty. And so we're going to compare this team to their division rivals, the Detroit Tigers. Looking at their lineup, we have Riley Green, Gleyber Torres, Spencer Torkelson, and Lucio Perez, which is an interesting lineup. However, there's someone that is not on this list that could be a force for them, and that is the one and only Kevin McConnell. Kevin McConnell, their top prospect. But their top prospect might be Max Clark, but after seeing McConnell play in person, he might be better. Now oh, he only hit 254. He looked really good in Erie, so he could do better. He could be a force for them on offense, but comparing the pitching, I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland again as the better option here. So we're gonna go back to our spreadsheet here and put in the Guardians. After that, are the Tigers still a playoff team? Let's see. We have the Yankees. Yankees perhaps have some holes in their lineup, but they still got Stanton, who hit 24 home runs in 77 games. Bellinger, he wasn't really a game changer for them. The important thing is they got Judd still, and they got Jazz Chisholm still. They both had some clutches in the postseason. Grisham, underrated guy, excellent player. Jason Dominguez, I would say I would take my chances on Jason Dominguez and Austin Wells having, as well as Spencer Jones, their top prospect, having good seasons to put them in the number four spot. Much more so than the Tigers, at least. But that leaves a comparison of, as for their starting lineup or rotation, the Max Fried, excellent pitcher, Rodon, Garrett Cole will be healthy. Schwitler, he could very well be their top guy. And then Devin Williams, he is not their closer anymore. So that's actually an improvement. It just does not work well for them. Now, for our Boston Red Sox, definitely a young team with some good players like the Rays and the Orioles. But when it comes to their pitching, Aroldis Chapman, excellent season, resurgent season. And then Garrett Crochet could be Cy Young this year. I give it to him or either him or Wu. I think School's going to lose his throne. Hunter Evans, Solid pitcher as well as Peyton Toll. Not seeing here he is right here. And he has some good moments, higher ERA, but we'll see. And Jordan Hicks is with them? Is that the same Jordan Hicks that? No kidding. Well, if they can get him working again, that would be excellent for them. Oh my goodness. He did not really work out as a starter. But hey, maybe he'll have a resurgent season. Well, the Richard Fitz, he had some good outings as well, so we'll see. But their main weapon is their lineup, which includes rookie Roman Anthony, 71 games at 292, and he's very streaky, so he'll probably average better than that for the next season. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. I don't know why. He's a great prospect, but maybe it's because he's from Florida. Don't beats me. So we're gonna put the Red Sox in 5, and then I think the Tigers do not squeak in over the Astros. Look at the Astros. They got Tatsuya Imai. All right, Guardians versus Astros. We're gonna have to give them to the Astros for the same reason. Tatsuya Imai, their new pitcher, and Hunter Brown as well. That's 2 wins right there. Yankees and Sox. I'm a Yankees fan, so yeah, I do think Cam Schwarber can shut down that Sox lineup for a game, and I think that Max Fried can do it in the wild card as well. So we got the Yankees versus Jays. Let's go to the Mariners versus Astros first. This is a best of 5 series, so we're gonna go with Mariners based off the rotation simply. And then based off the rotation, Blue Jays versus Yankees. You know what? Yankees look pretty bad against Blue Jays, so I'll give the Blue Jays their respect where it's due. But where I'm not going to give them that much respect is, oh man, this is a repeat from last year, isn't it? I just think the Blue Jays got a little better this offseason. I do. So this is where it gets tough. Blue Jays are, oh man, all of these are the same as last year. We got to change something, right? We got to. Yeah. I do think the Blue Jays got maybe a little better this offseason, but Spring got older. The Mariners, Blue Jays have a lot of hitters who are not super outside of Vlad. Their number one guy, Vlad, is great. Kirk is solid. Springer's solid. He's getting up there in age, though, but I'll give him that for the doubt. Arnie is solid versus, I don't know. I think we're gonna see some better stuff from the Mariners this year. Team Seattle Mariners. See, they got who he could have a better year. He only had 267. He could have a better year. Or Rosarina could have a better year. Cole Young. Yeah, I can't really bet on that too much, can I? Cal had a great year. Oh man. Harry Ford's with the Washington Nationals now. So I guess it's a question of can their rotation hold down the Blue Jays this year? I think they can. I think the rotation will be better this year. So I think we're gonna go with the Mariners as our winner of the LCS here. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because now I'm going back and thinking, well, Yankees, but the Yankees look bad against the Blue Jays. It just can't deny my eyes there. Mariners, I feel like they had a better, more fighting chance. And I feel like their rotation. Unfortunately, as a Yankees fan, I trust the Mariners rotation more than the Yankees right now, as a whole. As a whole. So here's our World Series option. We got the Dodgers, the Brewers. We're gonna see the Dodgers repeating, and then as the Allen champions, and then I see him again. So that's the post way too early postseason predictions as of 2026 preseason. Let me know where I will be wrong this year because I most likely will. And let me know who I missed in terms of free agents. This is just my thoughts, so feel free, let me know in the comments. Give me a like and subscribe and see what you think. So thank you very much, everyone.